In a world full of noise, where everyone is shouting to be heard, the most powerful message is often conveyed without saying a single word. What if I told you that silence can be louder than thunder and sharper than any speech? Stay with me, and I'll show you how to make your silence a statement that echoes forever. Let me take you on a journey. Imagine a moment in your life when someone's silence hit you harder than words ever could. Maybe it was during an argument, one where the other person didn't yell back or defend themselves. Instead, they just stared at you, calm and composed, letting your own words echo back at you. That silence probably made you think, made you reflect, maybe even made you doubt your own stance. That's the power of silence. It shifts the dynamic. It forces people to stop and pay attention, not to what's being said, but to what's not being said. Silence isn't weakness, it's control. It's choosing not to react when the world demands a response. Picture this. You're in the middle of a heated discussion. Everyone's raising their voice, trying to out-talk each other. And then, there's you. You stay quiet. You listen. You wait. And when the moment is right, when the noise has peaked and people are exhausted, you speak. That single sentence you utter after a long pause carries more weight than the 1,000 words spoken before it. That's because silence creates space. It builds anticipation. It makes people lean in and wonder, what will they say next? But silence isn't just powerful in conversations. It's transformative in relationships. Think about the most intimate moments you've shared with someone you care about. Were they filled with chatter, or were they marked by quiet understanding? A silent walk with a loved one, sitting together in stillness, or simply holding someone's hand without speaking. Those moments say more than words ever could. Silence has a way of deepening connections, of making people feel truly seen and heard. And it's not just about others. Silence is just as vital for yourself. When was the last time you sat in complete silence? No phone, no music, no distractions. Just you and your thoughts. It's uncomfortable at first, isn't it? The mind starts racing, filling the quiet with worries, to-do lists, and doubts. But if you stay in that silence long enough, something incredible happens. The noise fades, and clarity begins to emerge. You start to hear your own voice, the one buried beneath the chaos of daily life. That's the voice of your true self, the one that knows what you want, what you need, and where you're going. Silence is where breakthroughs happen. It's where creativity is born, where healing takes place, and where transformation begins. The world is so loud, constantly demanding your attention, constantly pulling you in different directions. But in silence, you take back control. You reclaim your energy, your focus, your power. Now let's not mistake silence for inaction. It's not about shrinking or disappearing. It's about showing up differently. It's about making your presence felt without needing to announce it. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the presence of someone who wasn't saying a word, yet everyone was aware of them? That's the power of silent confidence. It's magnetic. It's commanding. It's unforgettable. But silence isn't always easy. We're wired to fill the gaps, to speak up, to explain ourselves. Silence feels awkward, vulnerable even. But that's exactly why it's so powerful, because it's rare. Few people have the courage to let silence do the talking. Few people can resist the urge to react, to defend, to prove themselves. And here's the thing. Silence doesn't mean you don't care. It doesn't mean you're weak or afraid. It means you're in control. It means you're choosing your moments wisely. It means you're letting your actions, your energy, and your presence speak louder than your words ever could. So the next time you feel the urge to speak, pause. Ask yourself, what can my silence accomplish here? Will it create space for others to reflect? Will it command attention? Will it show strength? Silence has the power to change the game in every aspect of life. In arguments, in relationships, in moments of self-doubt. It's a tool, a weapon, a gift, and when used wisely, it can make you unforgettable. Now, I want to leave you with this thought. In a world that never stops talking, can you be the one who lets silence speak for you? Can you make your silence roar louder than any words ever could? If this resonates with you, take a moment. Don't just click away. Sit with the silence for a minute. And when you're ready, share in the comments. How will you use silence in your life? How will you let it shape your story? Let your silence make the loudest noise. Because sometimes the most powerful things are felt, not heard.